Hey, what's up, guys? Jay here, and pretty much working all day in the basement today, fixing and uh, cleaning up RCs. This one you might remember from my trash or treasure video. I got this for $5. You'd have to go look at my old video to see how much work I put into cleaning this. There's still a lot of crud. Um, but yeah, I mean it's 10 times a lot better. Um, I had to use some Q-tips to get in the grooves, some wire brushes to get the gunk off, off the motor. Um, I put this up on a site called OfferUp. It's kind of like those other sites that you see, Let It Go, and free apps on your phone. Let It Go, OfferUp. Um, so it connects you with people in your area to sell these things, and without having to hand eBay over all your money. So I cleaned that up today to get that ready to sell. Hopefully it'll sell. I don't know. It's vintage. I still don't really know what it is. It's a Kyosho. That's about all I know. Um, Two-wheel drive buggy. It kind of looks like an Outrage, but the only Outrage I've seen is the electric ones. But the ARMs and everything. Well, I'm sure I was looking at a lot of Kyoshos, and they all pretty much, the buggy types all kind of look the same anyway, so it's just hard to figure out the name brand. Um, and I had to fool around with this guy today because last week I tried to use it, charged the battery, um, stuck it in there, and went to try and go, and the pinion's spinning. So the pinion came loose. So I had to do that, and it was kind of a pain in the butt trying to get the motor back on the motor mounts because there's not much room to maneuver inside to get to the motor mount. So took a lot of patience, which I have none of. I totally admit I have zero patience, which is probably one of the hugest things that you could have in this hobby is patience. But I've had none of it. I've done well. As I get older, I get better. Um, if I was a young kid, not so much. I used to get frustrated with building just model cars and stuff like that. Um, but anyways, yeah. So this is all set, ready to roll. Hopefully everything gels right. Um, what else? So today I was cleaning this up. Um, I made the decision last night. I was talking over with my wife um, that I was thinking about selling this, and I had thought about how cool it would be to have two summits. I feel fortunate enough to just have one, but now I have two. And I'm sure most of you know the circumstances of how I ended up with two of them. Uh, but anyways, um, it's been sitting down here collecting dust. I would have to put some money into this to get it rolling, and it doesn't seem like a good idea seeing how I've got a fully functional one right there. I just don't know what I would need two summits for. Um, so, what this needs right now to roll is needs a new ESC at least, I think so. I had problems with the other one. I was getting like a low voltage detection on the ESC, as you know, or if you don't know, this was the one I bought with the plow. So a lot of stress and strain was probably on that ESC from the plowing and stuff. And I'm not really too sure that the gentleman really took good care of this RC. And who knows, I didn't even bother asking if he was the actual owner. I mean, who knows how many owners this thing's had. So I don't know. It seemed to run pretty well to me, other than the ESC. Had no steering issues, nothing like that, lights or anything like that. Motor was fine, nice and strong. Um, so, we talked about it, and I decided that I would sell it. Probably put it up on the same site, OfferUp. I'm not really sure what to ask for it. Um, like I was saying, what it needs is ESC, a receiver, um, remote, set of tires, and a body. And it's pretty much able to rock and roll after that. Still has all its servos. All the servos are fine. All the hookups and everything like that. It's all fine. I'm going to take this off. And my wife, I'll put that there for now. I have to keep this because it's the only Intergy fan that I've ever had that worked. In one of my older videos, I talk about that I had two Intergy fans, and one worked for a minute, and the other one worked for like maybe 30 seconds, and then it just shut off. So yeah, I gotta keep this. So she had a good idea with, he did put what looks like a full RC screw set in there, stainless steel. So basically, she says, before you sell it, why don't you trade out the screws so that you don't have to spend $40-50 on a new kit? And I said, that's not a bad idea. It's going to be a little painstaking. I'm going to work it like a grid, screw for screw. So this will eventually have, obviously, the Traxxas factory screws. And I'm just going to work it like a grid, go down, take my time, and then flip it over, and there's screws under the carriage. I'm going to actually clean this up a little bit more better. It does have some wear and tear on it, but other than that, I think it's a great RC. If you put in a new ESC, it'll be fine. And the other parts I mentioned. But everything else worked. Servos. So yeah, I just got to do some cleaning up. I think I'm going to take some steel wool, and there's some rust spots, and I'll see if I can get those out. See, I don't get this on mine because as soon as I come in from like the snow or anything like that, I take my I take my air hose there, and I make sure I get all the water off, or as much as I can. This is probably from just hanging around, because I never get rust on my RCs like that. So that's just neglect, or at least that's me being hungry. Yeah, to me that's just neglect. It doesn't look like this RC was cleaned after every use. That's what I do. I mean, I kind of baby them. I like to go out and have fun in the mud, but I like to, keep up on the maintenance and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, it's a decent RC, a decent roller, I guess. Like I said, I don't know what I'm gonna ask for it, but we'll see. I'll have to watch some auctions and stuff and see where they go. I know I saw a brand new Summit, pretty much gutted though, with no electronics and stuff like that they wanted $200 for. But there wasn't anything. There wasn't a servo. It just says all brand new parts. I'm not even sure if there were shocks on it. I'm gonna have to double check it. But yeah, the lights work, front and rear. So just the ESC here. Kind of registered like a low voltage, something like that. So I don't know. I had also thought about just having it hang around for parts for this one, but I don't know. That just seems like a huge waste of money. Pulling out a servo here and there if they burn out or whatever. I really don't see, servos burning out left and right on this. I really don't see breaking A-arms and stuff. I have a ton of RCs. They're all going to get, used at one time or another. So it isn't like I'm going to bash with this thing every day and stuff like that. So, the probability of it getting all smashed up is it's not really there. Um, it's not really there, so I'm not really worried about. And if a part breaks, I can just buy one. Rather than, it just seems like it would be a waste of an RC to take, like I said, a servo, uh, you know, a spring, an A-arm, part of an A-arm, just the top or whatever, or oh, I know I need 17 millimeter hubs. I just don't want to do that. Somebody else can enjoy this, um, and have their own little roller to build from, and it's not really much to build. Um, but like I said, I'll have to check out some auctions and see where that's at and see what's a good price. No eBay though. I don't want to do anything with eBay. I like these free sites. And you meet cool people. I mean, so far I've met, a couple of cool people that I've bought from and that I sold from that seem down to earth. I've met, good people on Craigslist too, but Craigslist is just too much. You got something for 300 and they want to offer you $50. You could have the Hope Diamond and they'd say, you take $10 for that. I mean, so Craigslist is kind of nuts. OfferUp is same kind of deal as Craigslist. You put what you want on there, and you can put firm, which people on Craigslist have no idea what that means. When you put firm, they have no idea what the hell that means. But OfferUp, you can mark it as firm. You can also write in the description that this is exactly what I want. Not going to take anything less, and I don't really need the money for this. So whatever I come up with, that's what it'll be. So that's it for this one. I had a lot of fun today, even though I didn't even run not one RC. I still had a lot of fun cleaning it. It's kind of a labor of love. Like I said, you'd have to look at the other video, Trash or Treasure, to appreciate how much work I put into cleaning this. And like I said, it's still pretty nasty in there. You'd have to take it apart piece by piece, but I'm not keeping it. It's just too vintage for me, and vintage means lots of money. And nitro, I've heard, is really a pain in the butt, so I don't want to get involved with it. I don't even really know why I bought it. It's kind of like there's certain things. I love going to yard sales, and it was kind of like a dream for me to go to a yard sale, and I've always wanted to pick up an RC there for cheap, and you get no cheaper than $5. But when I got it in the car and then I started looking at the wheels, and once I saw the wheels, I was positive that it was vintage, because this is like old school. I remember my friend had I told the story before, he had a Super Champ and it had front wheels like that too. And so once I saw these front wheels, the ribbed wheels, I knew that was vintage, that was old school. But I don't know, we'll see what I get for it. It would have been better if it was something I could use, but hopefully somebody else can use it. Somebody who's like a purist who has to have those exact screws, or this actually says, you can read it now, it actually says Kyosho. Well, the lighting's bad in here. Maybe you can see that. Or am I getting in the way? But it actually says Kyosho, so someone might really like it for that. I don't know anything about rebuilding these, so maybe that can be rebuilt somehow. But it is vintage, so I don't know. And I'm just yapping, so thanks for watching, guys. I'm tired. I will talk to you later. Hope everyone had a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Talk to you later. Bye.